It's Conor here at the SM Madrid, and just out exploring the new building that should be opening for classes within a month or so. And this week I wanted to share with you 3 ideas that come from a Hindu monk that I had the privilege to meet. And let me read some of these quotes from Dandapani and what they mean for us in life. The first quote I wrote down from Dandapani: "To know yourself is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself." And this doesn't come easy or for free. It doesn't come on a course. It doesn't come by taking an hour and answering some questions. It's a lifelong search to find out who you are. But you've got to put time into it. You've got to meet other people. You've got to be open in order to have this journey of beginning to know who you are. And I remember Pep Mari, who was the psychologist of the Spanish Olympic team for 17, going on 20 years. He said that the mindset of the athletes that go on to really perform under pressure, to win the gold medals, is different than most others. And that their objective, why they're really motivated for their sport, is not the winning. The winning's nice, but it's not their fundamental motivation. It's not the social approval they get from winning. That's nice, but that's not their fundamental motivation. The fundamental motivation of the athletes that go on to win the gold, according to Pep Mari, is that what motivates them is learning about themselves. And that in the most difficult moments, in the toughest races, when the pressure's really on, they don't fall apart, because this is a moment where they are really going to get to know who they are. And winning or losing is not so important. Social approval is not so important. Being present and being aware and fully living the experience of the pressure and learning who they are, that's the real fundamental motivation. And for me, this idea from Dandapani that learning about yourself, seeing all of life as a journey where you get to learn about who you are. All failure is almost an enhanced moment where you get to learn who you really are. So, second thing that I wanted to share from Dandapani, let's read it here. So, Dandapani: life is a manifestation of where you direct your energy. You water the weeds or you water the flowers. Water the negative or water the positive. Energy does not discriminate. Right now, you are the sum total of where you have been investing your energy in life. So where you are right now reflects where you've decided to put your energy. And maybe you've not been intentional about where to put your energy. Because the third idea from Dandapani connected to that is the question of what consumes your energy and what gives you energy. And he says there's 3 sources or uses of this energy that is our life: people, things, and thoughts. People, things, and thoughts. So we can choose to put our energy to people, to things, to thoughts. And depending which type of people, which type of things, and which type of thoughts we put our energy, we put our attention, we manifest a certain type of life around us. And what struck me from Dandapani, he talked about people, that there's 3 types of people around you. And the 3 types of people: number 1, uplifting. They give you energy, they inspire you, they leave you with more energy than when you began. Second type, neutral. Third type, what he calls vampires. Vampires take your energy, suck your energy, leave you with less energy when they move out of your presence. And Dandapani talked about how important it is with the vampires to find a way of handling this, that there are energy vampires in our world, and that being angry with them is not a good approach. So he says you need to learn to be kind and detached with the energy vampires. One of the things that he says is energy vampires want to pick your brain. They'll ask you through email, they'll ask you, can I pick your brain? Can I have a moment? Can I take your... And what he says is his solution when these potential energy vampires attempt to take some of his energy for themselves is he gives them work to do. So they often come and say, Dandapani, how can I achieve this? And what he does is he gives them work to do. He says, why don't you read this book, write down the 7 major ideas you got it, and send it to me in an email, and we'll talk. And I love this idea of, there's people in your life that fill you with energy, and you don't need to do anything to stop that flow of energy. There's people in your life who are neutral, and I guess they don't leave you worse off. But there's people in your life that suck the energy that you need to put into the things that are really important in your life. And you're going to be very careful with these people. And not being angry with them, not getting bitter about them, not pushing them away, but giving the work back to them. And very often they're taking your time to get you to do work that they need to be doing for themselves. So I love this idea of giving work back. And I'm thinking of how to implement an idea that when I'm asked a question that you can Google, to push it back to the person, not try and answer every question that I get via email, via the blog, via YouTube, but address the questions that I'm really interested in taking on to the next level. But for most, push back and say, here's a good book, read it and send me 7 good ideas from that book, and then let's talk about how to implement that in your life. So reflections here from Conor here in Madrid. Saturday this afternoon we'll be catching the fast train back to Barcelona, and next week is Easter. So I'm wishing you a wonderful Easter wherever you are. Travel is very restricted still in Europe, so don't think we'll be going too far away from Barcelona. But anyway, have a good one. Spend time with those people that give you energy, those things that give you energy, those thoughts in your mind that give you energy. Decide intentionally where to put your energy. Have a good one.